This is a video that I have created to show how I am using the JMRI Panel Pro software to control the Eastern Illinois Santa Fe Railroad. What you see here is a schematic of my railroad, and if you look on the upper right, you can see the area of Joliet, and we can see here different turnouts indicated. The numbers that you see here are approximate mileposts, or the Santa Fe sometimes calls them control points. And you can see here here's a crossover that's thrown. We're going to put it back to its normal setting. We've got another one here. We're going to line it up. So Joliet is the easternmost point on the railroad, and then we go to Dow Plastics, communities of Coal City, Maison. Then we continue down to the lower level where we see Verona and Ransom, and eventually Streeter, which is the west end of the railroad. One of the nice little features that JMRI provides is the ability to move icons around the screen too. What I'm showing here is different trains that are indicated by their name and number, and I can take a train and use it like a magnet board and bring it onto the layout. We're going to put this local train here that's going to be doing some operation in the area of Dow Plastics. At the same time, I might want to bring another train, a manifest train, onto the layout at the same time, but in order to keep it moving, I'm going to throw this crossover here at milepost 39. And now this train can be brought across and go around this local train that's operating here at Dow Plastics. At the same time, we might have a eastbound train. For example, here we're going to have the Amtrak Southwest Chief, and it's going to be coming eastbound towards this work here. So in that case, we're going to take this Santa Fe manifest train and we're going to cross him back over onto North Main at so that it can be up here. Change that crossover again. That way the Southwest Chief, as it comes along here, will be able to continue uninterrupted across the layout. Once trains are started onto the layout, the operators will use their two-way radios to communicate to the dispatcher to let them know where they're at, and so that the dispatcher can keep things moving. Another feature I've got with this is now the staging control of the layout. And here you see a schematic of all the tracks that are down in the staging area. There'll be trains located on these different tracks here. This particular area here is the Streeter staging yard, and actually the tracks number 1, 2, and 3 are for outgoing trains. Tracks 4, 5, and 6 are for incoming trains. What you can't see here is that the tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 then correspond to the same number of tracks here, and they are connected by a loop. So trains that come in to Streeter on tracks 4, 5, and 6 end up on tracks 4, 5, and 6 down here in Joliet, ready to come back onto the layout for the next session, which is a very nice feature. Anyway, what we do here is we use a feature that North Coast Electronics, NCE, uses. They call it macros, but for JMRI it's called routes. And let's say, for example, I've got a train on track 3. The dispatcher has paperwork that they would show the different kind of trains that they're going to be using, and the paperwork will tell them, for example, if they have a train on track 3, they need to throw the routes for 203 and 91. And over here we're going to come and we're going to throw this 231 or 203. By the way, I'm going to indicate right here that, for example, this particular track is not lined up at this point or at this point, and even though the crossover set, the turnouts are not indicated for the main. So 203 is going to be the macro or the route that I want to set. And it's right here. When I throw this, you'll now see that this track is lined up here. And finally, we'll throw the macro 91 or the route, and the turnouts are staged or set for the main line. Likewise, if I have a train that is going to be coming in the Joliet area, I need to throw a macro 30 that lines up the tracks to go into staging. And then, for example, if I have a train that's going to be coming in to track 2, I'm going to throw the route for 102, and you'll see everything lines up so that that train can come in on that track. And that's a handy little feature of the JMRI Panel Pro that I'm using on the Eastern Illinois Santa Fe. Thank you.